Hey guys, welcome to JPlays and welcome to my latest Devblog on my work on Nanatama Chronicle of Dungeon Maker, or as I like to call it, Dungeon Maker 3 for the Sony PSP. As you can guess, a mountain of progress has again been done. This time taking us through, let me just see, day number 151. all the way to day number 165. So what's that, 14 in-game days? So in this update, we've now got up to habitat level 35 in content in the game. Alright, so let me take you through what's been translated. Alright, let me get back to day 1. Alright, so for day number 151, one conversation with Elena was translated, and one with Sophia. So that relates to a new quest called Queen Toad. I've completed that one, I think. I'm pretty sure I've completed that one. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have. Yep, right there. Okay, so yes, I've completed that. Alright, then we have one new item of the Underworld Dagger. Won't take long to find. There's not a lot of daggers in the game. So this is the best dagger I've been able to find so far, I think. Just double checking. Yeah, that's the best one I've been able to find. Yeah, so that was translated. And one conversation in the evening, also with Elena, was translated, and that was day number 151. For day number 152, no conversations in the morning. For the dungeon, 2 items were translated. The first is Chaos Bringer. That is an awesome name for a weapon, by the way. Chaos Bringer, right there. And Manticore Claws was the other one. So Manticore Claws would be here somewhere. There you go, Manticore Claws. In the afternoon, no conversations translated, but one new monster was researched, the Dark Knight. I've been fighting that monster a lot over the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to get all the damn loot drops, but I just can't get all of them from him. Anyway, where's DK? There we go. Dark Knight. If you've played the previous games, this enemy should be familiar. This one was in Dungeon Maker 1 and 2. Okay. And that was it for day number 152. For day number 153, no conversations in the morning. 2 items were translated. I think both of them were from this enemy, specifically. So as you see, there's the Black Steel Ring. Black Steel Ring is this one. I'll go bring up the actual item info so you can see it. Where is it? There we go. Black Steel Ring. Dark Gauntlets. That's this one. I had this equipped up until recently. And that was it for the dungeon. One conversation with Elena was translated. And that was it for day number 153. Give me a sec. Actually, there's 3 other items that were translated. Sorry, I just have to fix up my list. I just realized I had some errors in there. So I had two day number 153, so I've had to combine them together just as I'm doing this now. Okay, on top of the items I've already said, so we've done Dark Gauntlets. There's also Dark Greaves, that's boots. That's this one. Dark Mail is the other one. There you go, Dark Mail. And Jet Black Shield was the other one. These are all drops from that one enemy. It'll be like JB.S or something. There we go. Jet Black Shield. As I said, one conversation with Elena then at the end of the day was translated. One new monster was researched, which is Royal Skeleton. I've been fighting that one a lot. That's this one. I still haven't been able to get all the item drops from him. Just need to get one more, and then we've got it finished. But it just doesn't drop it. It's so annoying. And then that was it for the dungeon. On returning back, so one conversation with Elena, as I said, and Royal Skeleton. Yeah. Okay. Then that takes us into day number 154. No conversations in the morning. One new item was translated. Dragon Slayer. That drops from this one specific. You can already see it here. See drag.sly. So Dragon Slayer. And the item for it, which is better than the Chaos Bringer, by the way. It's a very good longsword kind of weapon. I'll show you the one I got equipped right now. That's this one, Dragon Slayer. Good weapon, very good. At like attack rating of like 75. That's good, very good. And that was it for day number 154. For day number 155, no conversations in the morning. One new item was translated. That's the Ruby Wyvern Claws. So that relates to a new quest, a quest I had to try and get Wyvern Scales, or Dragon Scales. I finally figured out where the spot was that you have to go to fight him. Where is it? Okay. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. Right there. That's this one. In the evening, two conversations were translated, one of which was with Elena, and one was with Sophia, because we got a new quest for the glowing scythe, which I've got translated. I only just completed that one, like within the last day. I completed that one finally. Where is it? There you go, beat the dancing scythe. So that's translated there. Also, monster research into the Ruby Wyvern was translated. There you go. That's this one. Difficult battle, by the way. But that is, well, that was translated. And that was it for day number 155. So for day number 156, one conversation with Professor was translated in the morning. One with Sophia was translated, related to the Red Dragon puppy. I'm only just where we're up to as of the point in time we're recording this video. I've only managed to fight this thing once, and then I couldn't get it to appear again, so that one's a work in progress. But at least the initial research stuff you get for it I've translated. Where's Red Dragon pup? There you go. This one here. That was translated. Two new items were translated. So the first is Evil Wolf Fang. That is... It's probably going to be like EW.F or something like that. Yep. There we go. And Golden Fur was the other one. Oh, I've got Golden Fur already. Okay. There we go, Golden Fur. converts damage to MP. So that's actually a pretty damn decent armor material. Okay, so those were the 2 items for the dungeon. On returning back in the evening, 1 conversation with Elena was translated, and 1 new monster was researched, which is the Evil Wolf. That's one that drops the golden fur. So let me see if I can find him. It'll be like EW. Again, it just sucks the small limitations in text that you get. Anyways, that's this one. Evil Wolf, a magical wolf with valuable fur. If you've played the previous games, the Evil Wolf was in those ones as well. I think in the other games it was called a magical wolf or something, but in this game it's called Evil Wolf. Alright, so that was day number 156. For day 157, there was no new conversations in the morning. 3 new items were translated in the dungeon. The first is Blue Dragon Scales, so that drops from the Sapphire Wyvern. So Blue Dragon Scales. Now that one may not be under armor materials because that's a quest item, but we'll see if it actually does appear under it. I don't think it's going to, but we'll see if we find it. I say this, you know, very likely it's not going to be in here. Oh, maybe. BDR.Blue Dragon Scales. It might be that one. Maybe. I don't think it is. Even though it's BDR, which is Blue Dragon Scales. But like, I don't think it's that one. Because it was a key item. I don't think I've got those on me anymore. Yeah. Anyway, it was translated. I don't see it. The next one is Mystery Ring. That drops from the Royal Skeleton, I think, if I remember correctly. So, Mystery Ring. Oh, right there. Mystery Ring. Raises your attack rating by 3, so that's pretty good. And the next was Sapphire Wyvern Claw. Now this one might be here. I'll see if it is. It'll be like SWY.C or something. There it is, right there. Okay. Now for day numbers 158 to 160, there was no new items, no new conversations in the morning or evening. For day number 161, no conversations in the morning, but 2 new items were translated in the dungeon. The first is Lance Spider Thread. I think it's in here. There you go. That's this one. So Lance Spider Thread and Wine Flask was the next one. Whoops, no, I'm in the wrong section. I think that was under Club, I think. Wine Flask. There you go, Wine Flask. Again, only 2 letters were available, so that's annoying. At least the description I got to put that in. No new conversations in the evening. So that was day number 161. So we're speeding through the days. For day number 162, no conversations in the morning. 2 items were translated in the dungeon. And ruins, I should say. The first was Ruby Wyvern Scales. Again, this is a quest item, so it won't be appearing in there. And Sapphire Wyvern Scales, same thing. Okay. On returning back to town, 1 conversation with Guido was translated because I finally got the quest related to him to get the dragon scales, so that's complete. And then that takes us into day number 163, where another conversation with Guido was translated. and then a whole truckload of items were translated. Now these are all things that you get as a quest reward for completing the dragon one. So the dragon scale one is one of the first quests in the game that has branching quest loot that you get based on which precise dragon that you get the scales from. So if you get the ruby dragon scales, then you get a red dragon set. If you get the sapphire wyvern to drop its scales, then you get what my character is wearing at the moment, which is the blue dragon set. Pretty damn deep, nice looking armor. I'll show you in a sec when I go into the dungeon. Yeah, but very nice looking armor. Okay, and that was it. No other conversations other than that. For day number 164, no new conversations in the morning. One new item in the dungeon was translated of the diamond ring. So, diamond ring. That's that one. No conversations in the afternoon. For our final day, 165, no conversations in the morning. One new item was translated in the dungeon, which is the Ukamatari sickle. Try saying that 10 times, by the way. That is this one. Okay. And then one conversation with Elena and one with Sophia were translated. New monster research, I've just translated this as of literally within the last 24 hours. Into the first one is Golden Horn. That is this one. That's for a new quest that you get. And the other one is Kyubi, which is basically like nine-tailed fox. That's what the translation is. But the actual in-game thing says it's Kyubi, so I left it at Kyubi. Alright. And one quest as well for the Golden Horn. That one I just got. So there's this one. Golden Horn Fur. That's what the new quest is. Alright. So that's it as far as the days and content goes. I'll quickly show you what the content in the dungeon looks like. Alright, yeah, so as we've now gone through the days, there's not a whole heap of stuff in the dungeon to show, because just like the last couple of videos, this one's more based around increasing habitat level in my existing dungeon and getting quests done, not so much in the way of new content. There's been like little bits of new content, but it's more like through the quests, like getting to fight the wyverns and things like that. That's really cool. But that's been about it. Now I just want to make sure, before I go ahead, to save. Alright. I'll show you what the new armor set looks like for the Sapphire Wyvern anyway that you get for beating that one. I'll show you where things are at in my current dungeon as well. Okay. Just gonna go straight to the ruins. So what attribute day is it? What day is it right now? So by the way, before I look at what that is, oh, okay, so it's a water day. So as you see, this is the Sapphire Wyvern armor set that you get for completing the quest. Pretty damn good looking armor set. Makes you look like a walking lizard or something, like kind of like Godzilla or something. Anyway, so if you're wanting to get that armor set, firstly you need to get the quest to get the dragon scales, and I'll show you precisely where you need to go to get that done. Now there's a loach. I'm not sure if the wyverns appear again after you've completed the quest or not. I haven't had a chance to check on the days where they're supposed to appear. So just so you know, for the background of the quest, when you do get it for the dragon scales, you need to head down to this spot where I'm heading to right now on either fire or water attribute days. So attribute days is this symbol right. You can see where my mouse cursor is going around. if you can see that water symbol, like that water droplet, that means it's a water attribute day. If you see like a flame symbol, that means it's a fire day. Those are the 2 days that the wyverns appeared for the quest. I don't know if they continue to appear after you complete it or not. So I'm just taking you up over to the place where it is. And it looks like no. So maybe it's only during the quest that it appears. That's a shame. Okay, so anyway, around here, where I am right now, this is the place where the wyvern appears for the quest. I need to do some more tests to see if it actually appears on the attribute days afterwards or not. I know it didn't appear right now, but sometimes that happens, and then you go back into the dungeon and then come back out again, go to this spot, and sometimes it appears. But I haven't tried it outside of the quest, where I had to get the dragon scales. But anyway, if you have that quest, that's the exact spot you have to go to get the quest done. I'll show you how things are in my dungeon, and then that'll be about it. This will be a more quicker kind of video. There's not like a lot to showcase, mainly because I'm not like doing new content. I'm more filling up all the floors that I already have. So I've got my dungeon up to a habitat level of 35, as you see here, for these two, 35. And I've got all my floors maxed out up to the, up to the 10th. And I've also maxed out my 18th level. So once I've got all this down to 18, where they're all maxed, that's where basically we've got everything unlocked in the game just about that can be unlocked. So we're slowly going through. So we still got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So what's that? 7 levels or something? So we've still got about something like 6 or 7 floors to go through to max it, and then it'll be just doing this last stretch of 18, 19, and I reckon there's probably a 20th floor. Do those, and that's it. I'm also working towards getting the quests unlocked for getting your stats up to strength and soul up to 200. I've now got my soul up to past 200, and I need to get strength up past 200. You can see 216 there, but that's because of with items. So it has to be like your base stats without items included that go over. So there's like a new title that you get when you get past that. I'm working on that right now. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm currently as you saw, I'm currently working on the 11th. If you want to do the quest to unlock around 35, you're gonna be focusing somewhere around here. I'll just quickly run you through. So you can see some of the monsters that you fight once you get to this point. So if you're going for the darkness and undead kind of stuff, you'll get here you go. So that's the royal skeleton, by the way. Let's see if we can find any others. Oh, also, by the way, all skills for the longsword, let me see, longsword, spear, axe, and club are all maxed. So I've got all those skill trees maxed out for those weapons. I'm currently working on dagger, which as you see here, I've got up to level 43. So I'm just working on getting all the weapon skills in the game up to level 99, which is the maximum you can get them to, so that all the skills attached to them are then translated. If I ever do get some help with implementing variable width fonts and stuff like that, then we'll definitely get that improved. Yeah, so all those weapons are currently maxed, as I said, so just trying to work on getting the dagger. And then the only other skill weapon tree that I need to get all the skills translated for is for the staff skill, like like wearing magic canes and stuff like that. But if we ever do, like I was about to say, if I ever do get any help with implementing variable width fonts and things like that, then obviously we'll have this looking way better than it currently does. But I will continue to work on this to make it as good as I can get it to be. Yeah, so that's my current work on Nanatama Chronicle of Dungeon Maker, or as I like to call it, Dungeon Maker 3. As per usual, if you'd like to support this project, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. I always appreciate that. I'm chasing to get up to 500 subscribers. That'd be really awesome. If not, that's fine. That's fine. If you have any skills in ROM hacking, could really use some help getting variable width fonts into the game. That would be fantastic. I did get help from one user in extracting some of the graphics stuff from the game, which was really cool. It didn't work perfectly well though, because some of the pictures came out garbled. But for the ones that did work, it was great. Good, nice research task. Anyway, as I was saying, so YouTube is the first thing. If you want to support the project, please support. You can support the project on Patreon. For those who are supporting me on Patreon at the moment, thank you very much. Massively appreciate it, honestly. And if you have skills in just the areas where I need assistance, that would be also help as well. Alright, so that does it for my work on this project for now. In the next video, most likely we'll have another good chunk of progress done. Maybe we'll get another extra 2 or 3 floors maxed out to get to see the content for those. But we'll see how we go. Alright, so that does it for this devblog on my work on the game. I will see you guys in the next video. Guys, have a good one.